Hey, Lacey, give me some money right now.
Jay, again? Didn't I just give you $300 last week? Don't tell me you already spent all of it.
Course I did. What do you think money's for? Things kept coming up. Not my fault, so don't start blaming me. Anyway, just transfer $500 into my account by tomorrow morning.
Unbelievable. Jay, you seriously need to get a job.
Wow, look at you talking all big now. Since when did my little sister start acting all high and mighty? Moving out really went to your head, huh?
It's not about that. I just decided to start saying what needs to be said. And honestly, don't you feel embarrassed begging your younger sister for money like this?
Not really. We're family. If one of us has money, what's the big deal in sharing? It's not like you're broke.
That's not the point, and you know it. I can't be your personal ATM forever, Jay.
Damn, listen to you. Calling yourself my ATM like it's some official title or something.
I'm just using words you'll actually understand.
Self-awareness. Love to see it. Anyway, speaking of ATMs, make it an even 1,000 this time. Thanks in advance.
Excuse me, did you just double the amount like it's nothing? I am telling you right now, Jay, I have my own bills, my own rent, my own life. I can't just keep sending you money like I used to.
Then just move back home. Problem solved. No rent, no unnecessary spending, no need to whine about money.
Jay, I moved out for a reason.
Oh yeah, I know the reason. It's because of a guy, isn't it?
What?
You really thought I wouldn't figure it out? Come on, Lacey, you used to spend hours on the phone in your room, whispering and laughing. I'm not an idiot. I could tell from the way you talked. It was a guy.
Were you spying on me?
Spying? Nah, it's just that this house has walls thinner than tissue paper. I wasn't even trying to listen, but your conversations were basically broadcasted throughout the place.
Ugh, I guess I should have known.
So, since I was already on to ya, I figured as your responsible older brother, I should do some investigating.
Investigating?
Yeah, you weren't exactly subtle, you know. If you did have a boyfriend, the most logical place to find him was your workplace. So, one day I swung by your office and staked it out.
You what?
And guess what? I didn't even have to wait long. You walked right out the front door, all smiles, holding hands with some dude. So that's why you moved out, huh? You ditched us to go play house with your boyfriend.
Jay, are you serious right now? You were watching me like some kind of stalker?
Oh, don't be so dramatic. I was just looking out for my little sister.
That's not looking out for me. That's crossing a line.
Whatever you say. Either way, I got my answer. And honestly, I knew it. The moment you started acting all secretive, I just knew.
Unbelievable. And here I was thinking I should finally tell you the truth. Well, since you've already been spying on me, I guess I don't need to hold back. Fine, you want to know? Yeah, I moved out because of him. He's my boyfriend. We've been together for a year, and we're planning to get married.
Oh, so it's been that long, huh? Didn't expect that.
You didn't expect me to be in a serious relationship?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. No offense, but I always thought you were too much of a homebody to actually date someone.
Wow, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Hey, I'll admit I was wrong. The guy's not bad looking either. Still wild to me, though. My little sister, all grown up, moving in with some dude talking about marriage.
Yeah, well, it happens.
Man, things really change, huh? One minute you're some kid running around the house, and the next you're out there starting a whole new life. Kinda weird to think about.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, all things considered, this is actually great news for me.
How is any of this great news for you?
Simple. Now I've got 2 people I can hit up for cash.
You've got to be kidding me.
What? You're marrying him, right? That means his money is basically your money, and your money is basically my money. So, boom! My financial support system just doubled!
That's not how that works.
Potato, potato. Anyway, about that $1,000, just send it over and we'll call it even.
You are unbelievable.
So I've been told.
Fine, I'll transfer the money.
Knew you'd come through. You're the best, Lacey.
But listen to me, Jay. This is the last time. I mean it. After this, I'm done. No more bailing you out. No more bankrolling your spending sprees. And you can tell Mom the same thing.
Wait, well, hold on.
I mean it, Jay. I have my own responsibilities now, a future I am building. I can't keep holding you up while trying to move forward myself.
Huh? You're really serious about this, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Well, that sucks.
It does, but it's time, Jay.
Yeah, whatever.
Good.
So, one last favor, though?
Jay.
All right, jeez. Guess I'll figure something out on my own.
Good.
But, like, if I really need it.
Jay!
Okay. Message received loud and clear.
Goodbye, Jay. Lacey, it's me. What is it? It's about this month's allowance. Could you transfer it soon? What? It's rare for you to forget, so I thought I'd give you a little reminder. I didn't forget. Oh, good, then there's no problem. Actually, I need a little more than usual this time. I'm about $400 short on my credit card payment, so if you could send it by tomorrow, that'd be great. I gave Jay $2,000 at the end of last month. Oh, did you? Oh, but that was for Jay, wasn't it? My expenses are separate. Didn't he tell you? I told Jay that the $1,000 I gave him last time was the last. What do you mean, the last? I mean exactly what I said. Wait, are you saying you're not sending any more money? That's right. I don't understand. I have someone in my life now, someone I plan to marry. Oh, yes, Jay mentioned something about that. So since you're living with him now, I assume you'll be sending double the amount. Double? Or was it after you get married? If that's the case, then all the more reason to hurry up and register the marriage. Where are you even getting these ideas? Did I misunderstand something? Mom, listen carefully. I told Jay already, and now I'm telling you. That $1,000 was the last time I am sending money. Last? What do you mean, last? I mean it's over. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't know how Jay twisted my words when he told you, but I have started a new life. I have my own responsibilities now. I can't be your personal bank account forever. Wait a second. That $1,000, that was me being generous, a final act of kindness. But I can't keep carrying you and Jay. It's time for him to get a job and contribute. Lacey, stop right there! No, you stop. Dad's pension is still being paid, isn't it? You have money. There's no reason for you to be so dependent on me. But my credit card bills are your problem. Maybe if you weren't constantly buying expensive things, you wouldn't be in this situation. But I need money. And whose fault is that? Dad left you savings and you burned through them like they'd never run out. Now, instead of cutting back, you expect me to keep bailing you out? Lacey, it's a child's duty to take care of their parents. Stop being so selfish and send the money. You want to talk about duties? Fine, then let's talk about Jay. Because he is your responsibility, not mine. I have my own life now. Soon I'll be married and I won't be a part of this household anymore. I won't be in a position to send money even if I wanted to. But Jay doesn't work. That's why I've had no choice but to rely on you. You know, there's a word for that. Exploitation. Exploitation? Maybe you didn't realize it, but that's exactly what's happening here. For years, I have been the one holding everything together while you and Jay took and took. But now, I finally have a future to look forward to. And you expect me to keep sacrificing that future just so you and Jay don't have to make any changes? Lacey, you're being dramatic. No, I'm being realistic. But you've always helped us. Why are you suddenly changing your mind? Because I finally realized something. If I kept doing this, if I kept putting you and Jay before myself, I would never be able to get married. I'd never be able to build a future of my own. That's not true. Really? Then tell me, why is Jay still unemployed? Well, the economy is tough. Oh, please. Plenty of people find work when they actually try. Jay isn't even trying, and you just let him sit around doing nothing, waiting for me to fund his lifestyle. But you have a job. You can afford to help. I have a job. I work hard. And I should be using that money to build my life, not fixing the mistakes you and Jay refuse to take responsibility for. But Lacey, if you keep pushing, I'll block your number. Wait! I have things to do. Goodbye.
Lacey, you hear me? What the hell are you gonna do about this? Come on, answer me!
What is it now?
It's about Mom. She's been nagging me about working, constantly telling me I need to get my act together. It's getting really annoying, and it's all because of you!
Well, that's great.
What's so great about it?
It's not a good thing, Jay. Mom's been talking about your life and how you've been living as a NEET, no employment, education, or training. She thinks it's a problem, and she's right. This is a trend that's not going to end well.
No, it's not right!
Are you seriously going to sit there and act like everything's fine? Like you're not responsible for any of this?
What do you mean? It's fine!
It's not fine, Jay. You have to wake up to reality. This is about your life. Look at yourself. What, are you just going to keep living like this forever? Why don't you wake up and see how pathetic it all looks? You've been living off Mom and Dad since high school. You've never had a real job, and now here you are, 36 years old, still living off your parents, still using your sister's money. How long do you think this can go on? How are you supposed to feel proud about being a big brother when this is your reality?
What did you just say?
You heard me. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. This isn't just some phase or bad luck, Jay. It's a pattern you've been living in for years, and it's pathetic. You've been living like this for how long? Are you really okay with it? It's not just about money, it's about respect for yourself and for your family. You're not just embarrassing yourself, but everyone around you, too. I can't even look at you sometimes without feeling disgusted by how little you've accomplished.
Shut your mouth! You think you know everything, but you don't.
It's better than doing nothing, don't you think?
You're not some big shot just because you landed a job at a decent company, so don't act all high and mighty, okay?
Oh, and by the way, who's the one depending on someone else for their paycheck, huh?
That's none of your business! I'm not answering to you! You better stop right there! I'm done letting you live like this. You think I'm joking? I'm coming to drag you back home no matter what it takes. You can cry, you can scream, but I'm taking you back. No more excuses.
Oh, so you know where I am, huh?
Of course I do! When I went to see your boyfriend, I saw you two heading into the apartment together. I didn't just look the other way, you know. I made sure to follow through on what I needed to do. You may think you're smart, but it's not hard to figure out where you're hiding. You're not as clever as you think you are.
Oh, really? You're so confident about this.
You won't be so smug once I'm done with you. The clock's ticking, Lacey. Enjoy your so-called freedom while it lasts. It's all over now. And don't even think about seeing your boyfriend before I get there.
What's that supposed to mean?
You honestly think that guy cares about you? The one who's been enabling you all this time? The one who's just as stuck as you? I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but look at what he's allowing. He's not even helping you stand on your own. He's just feeding into your laziness, your complete lack of direction. I'm telling you, you don't need people like him around. They only make things worse.
You are being so dramatic.
Dramatic? Is it really so dramatic to want something better for you? To not sit back and watch you throw away everything? The fact that you can't see it, that's what's truly dramatic. You're wasting your life, and if I don't do something now, it'll be too late. Do you think I want to do this? Do you think I like dragging you back like some child who needs a leash? No, but I can't stand seeing you throw it all away.
Oh, so now I'm a kid, huh?
You are! You act like one! If you want to be treated like an adult, start acting like one. I'm done with the excuses.
It's not just about working, Jay. It's about growing up. You are way past the point where you should have been responsible for yourself. You're 36. You should have your own life, your own direction. Instead, you're stuck in a rut, relying on everyone around you to take care of you. And I can't just sit here and watch it anymore.
You think I enjoy this? Having to drag you back home, making you face the truth? No, but someone has to do it, and it's gonna be me.
You think I'm scared of you?
You should be. But I don't need you to be scared, Lacey. I just need you to understand this isn't a choice anymore. I'm coming for you, and I'm taking you home. Don't make this harder than it has to be. You've already made enough mistakes.
Just stop.
No, I won't stop because you need to hear it even if you hate me for it. Now get your stuff together. You're coming home. Lacey, I know you're in there. I've been waiting for what feels like an eternity, and I'm not gonna let you hide from this anymore. I'm here to pick you up, and I expect you to open this door. I'm not going anywhere until I get you out of this mess. Lacey, don't play dumb. This isn't a game. I know you're home. You press the doorbell and act like you're not around. Are you seriously doing this? Quit pretending! Just open the door. I'm not leaving without you.
What? You really came? Are you serious?
Of course I came. What do you think I'm here for, Lacey? You can't keep running from this. Come on, enough of this nonsense. We're leaving now. You don't have any choice. Get out of that room and stop making this more difficult than it has to be.
Hold on a second. Let me explain something to you.
What now, Lacey? Can you just open the door? This has gone on long enough.
I'm not in there anymore. I moved out.
What? What do you mean you're not there anymore? What's going on? You were just there, 2 months ago? You signed a contract, didn't you? People don't just pack up and leave after 2 months. You didn't even mention anything about moving. This doesn't make any sense.
I don't live there anymore, and I'm not going back.
What? That's impossible. You've only been living there for 2 months. What, did you break the lease? That's not how it works. It's not that easy. You don't just pack up your things and go because you feel like it. There's no way you could cancel that contract that fast. Oh, trust me, Lacey, stop with the games. I know you're in there and I'm not playing along. Just come out already.
I really did move out. That place was a weekly apartment. You know, one of those short-term rentals.
A weekly apartment? What is that supposed to mean? What the hell are you talking about?
It's a type of apartment where you can rent it for short periods, you know, for people who need to stay somewhere temporarily. I stayed there because I wasn't sure what I was going to do next, but now I don't need it anymore. I moved out 2 days ago.
Wait, so you're telling me you up and left without telling anyone? Where the hell did you move to? Come on, Lacey, stop dodging the question. Tell me where you are, now!
I moved abroad.
Abroad? What? Are you out of your mind?
I'm not joking. I moved abroad. I'm not coming back. I'm staying there permanently. I'm not coming back to this life. I've made up my mind.
Wait, what? You're moving overseas just like that? Without telling anyone? What the hell are you thinking?
It's not like I'm just doing this without reason. My boyfriend is from overseas. He's not from here.
Your boyfriend's from overseas? Are you telling me that's why you suddenly decide to leave everything behind and disappear?
Yes, his family is from Europe. He's not American like you might think. I know he looks American, but that's just his appearance. He's European, and that's where we're going. We're getting married, and I'm moving with him. His assignment here is over, and we're both leaving for his home country.
Wait a second, you're just leaving? You're seriously gonna marry this guy and leave everything behind? Then what about us? What about your family, your life here?
You really think I'm just going to let you leave like this without any explanation?
Lacey, this isn't you. This isn't the way to handle things.
I'm not asking for permission, Jay. I'm an adult. I don't need anyone's permission to marry the person I love. It's my life, and I'm making the decisions. I don't care about anything else right now.
No, you can't do this. This is insane. You've been living here, working here, and now you're telling me you're just gonna throw it all away for some guy?
I'm not throwing anything away, Jay. I've already lined everything up. In fact, I'm switching jobs. I've got a new role lined up with his family's company. So when you try to talk to my old work, they won't have any answers. They'll just tell you that I've already moved on.
You're just gonna leave your whole life behind? Your job, your friends, your family, everything? And you think it's that easy?
Yes, it's that easy. I'm already close to the airport, by the way.
Wait, what? You're already on your way to the airport? What do you mean you're already gone? You're really doing this?
I'm done. I've already canceled my phone plan and I am flying out soon. This is happening and I'm not turning back.
What the hell are you saying? You're really just leaving? You're really cutting everyone off like this?
I'm sorry, Jay. This is for the best. I've made my choice and frankly, it's perfect timing. I've been wanting to cut ties for a while now. You know what? I'm glad it turned out like this. I won't have to deal with this anymore. You and Mom can think whatever you want, but I'm not looking back.
Wait a damn minute. You can't just leave like this. Not without telling anyone. What about me? What about everything we've been through?
You think I owe you anything, Jay? You think you're the one who gets to decide what happens with my life? You know what? I don't care anymore. I'm already out of here. You can't stop me now. Goodbye, Jay. Take care of yourself. I'm serious. Don't follow me. Don't try to contact me. It's over. Goodbye. Jay had apparently been waiting for me at the nearest airport to my house, hoping to drag me back. He had likely assumed that I would be flying out from there, but unfortunately for him, I was leaving from a completely different airport due to the final work assignment I had in the country. When Jay realized his ambush had failed, he seemed to think he could catch me off guard at my former workplace. It's no surprise that when he arrived, he was turned away almost immediately. The security guards, built like walls of muscle, weren't exactly sympathetic. They made it clear that if he didn't leave right then, they would call the authorities. Jay, who had been doing his best to come across as intimidating and forceful, was reduced to a nervous wreck, nearly in tears as he slunk away, no doubt feeling humiliated. On the surface, Jay may look like the kind of tough, intimidating guy you'd cross the street to avoid. He has that bad boy aura, the kind of guy you'd expect to be a street fighter, the type of person everyone else is cautious of. But in reality, underneath all that bluster, he is an absolute coward. His confidence crumbles at the first sign of serious resistance. He's more bark than bite, and the fact that he thought he could force me into coming back with nothing but intimidation says a lot about his desperation, as well as his lack of understanding about who I am and what I wanted from my life. As if his failure wasn't enough, Jay's next move was even more misguided. In what seemed like a desperate act, he somehow reached out to my grandfather, who is essentially the male figure in my family. My grandfather, who is a man of principle, didn't hesitate when he received Jay's request. However, instead of offering the help Jay was hoping for, my grandfather passed on an urgent financial SOS, alerting him to my situation. To make matters more complex, my uncle, who happens to be my mother's brother, has always been concerned about my well-being. He's been in touch with me on numerous occasions, offering emotional support when I needed it the most. What Jay and my mother didn't know, however, was that my uncle had already been involved. They assumed I was completely isolated and vulnerable, which was far from the truth. In reality, my uncle had been there for me for quite some time, always staying in contact and showing genuine care for my life, despite the distance and despite the misunderstandings that had been brewing in the family for years. It's ironic, really, that Jay and my mother thought they could manipulate my situation with money or guilt, while they completely overlooked the fact that I wasn't as helpless as they thought. The truth is, my uncle has been a silent pillar of support for me, and this only further enraged my mother and Jay when they found out. They didn't see the bigger picture. They saw only their own agendas and their own control over my life. This led to a massive rift in the family. My uncle, as one who would expect from someone who values integrity, was furious when he learned of Jay's actions. I had never told my uncle in detail about what had been happening with Jay, but when he found out, the weight of the situation became clear. Jay's manipulation wasn't just hurting me, it was threatening the delicate balance of family relationships. When Jay's attempt to get my grandfather involved failed, things only got worse. My mother, who had never been good at dealing with conflict, became increasingly hostile. The idea that I could stand up for myself, that I wasn't going to cave to pressure and manipulation, was something she couldn't process. To her, family was about control, and the fact that I had made decisions she didn't approve of, decisions that didn't fall in line with her idea of what I should be doing with my life, made her furious. At first, she tried to convince herself that I was just going through a phase. She tried to downplay my actions, telling herself it was just me rebelling against her. But when she realized that I wasn't coming back, that I wasn't going to let her dictate my life, she lashed out. In her mind, I had become the villain, the one who had turned their back on the family. She never once considered the years of emotional turmoil I had been through, the suffocating pressure of trying to meet her expectations. To her, I was simply a disappointment. And Jay, being the man he was, didn't help matters. Instead of understanding my situation, he chose to follow my mother's lead. He became her enforcer, attempting to twist everything I had done into some malicious plot to hurt the family. When they both realized that I was still not budging, their anger grew. And in a fit of rage, they did the one thing that would ensure any chance of reconciliation was gone. They decided to cut all ties with me. It didn't stop there. The fallout from their actions extended far beyond me. When they decided to sever their connection with my uncle, they didn't just isolate me. They isolated themselves from the rest of the family. Their decision to antagonize my uncle, someone who had always had my back, led to an irreversible split. I didn't want to be the reason for this division, but I couldn't ignore the fact that they had left me with no choice.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Happy birthday, Mom. I can't believe you're finally turning 60.
Aw, thank you, Quinn. It doesn't feel like it, but here I am about to retire at the end of this month. It feels like it went by so fast. Those years of work, I mean. It feels long, but it really hasn't been, you know?
Wow, retirement already? That's amazing. It must feel so good, huh? I bet you've been looking forward to it for years now.
Yes, but I'm actually feeling a bit bittersweet. You know, after all this time, it's a little strange to think about stepping away. But you're right. Now I'll have time to do other things. I've been wanting to take it easy for a while.
You deserve it. You and Dad have worked so hard all these years. So now you'll finally get to enjoy yourself more, maybe dive deeper into your hobbies? Or are you thinking of finding a part-time job or something just to keep busy?
Well, actually, I haven't told anyone, not even you yet, but your dad and I have been thinking about something a little exciting for our future.
What do you mean, Mom? What's this secret you've been hiding?
I'm telling you now, Quinn. Your dad and I are planning to go on a trip, a big one.
A trip? Oh, that sounds fun. Where are you going? Some fancy resort?
Not exactly. We've been talking about it for a long time now, and we've decided we're going to do a road trip across the United States. We're going to take a trip around the entire country.
Wait, what? A road trip around the U.S.? Are you serious? This is incredible.
Yes, it's always been our dream. We promised each other years ago that once the kids were grown and we didn't have to worry about work anymore, we'd travel together. That's why we've been planning this for so long. Your dad and I have been saving money little by little, and we've been putting together the perfect itinerary. We've even rented an RV for the trip. It's all set.
How? I had no idea you two were dreaming about something so grand. I can't believe I didn't know, but honestly, knowing you both, it makes sense. You've always been so adventurous. You're both always up for a challenge.
Well, we've always had that spirit, right? We've never lost that youthful energy. Even when you were little, we'd always say we'd do something big like this one day, and now it's finally happening.
It's so cool. You two have always been like big kids at heart. It's awesome that you're finally going after this dream of yours.
We just couldn't let go of it, you know? It's something we've both wanted for so long. We've been so focused on our work, on raising you kids, but now it's time for us to enjoy ourselves. Time to live a little.
I'm so proud of you both. Honestly, I'm jealous. I wish I could take a trip like that too. You guys are really going for it.
Well, I'm sure you and your dad will do something amazing too when it's your time. But for now, we're going to take this year to really experience the country. We've got a full year of traveling ahead of us.
A whole year? Oh, that's incredible. I can't even imagine what that's going to be like, but it sounds amazing. You'll have all that time to explore. But wait, what about the house? What are you going to do with everything while you're away for so long?
Oh, that's all taken care of. Your uncle's going to look after the house while we're gone.
Wait, Uncle Mark is going to stay in the house?
Yes, that's right. He's actually moving to a job close by, so it works out perfectly. He agreed to help us out with the house, and in return, we'll cover some of his rent. It's all pretty much sorted.
Well, that's great. So Uncle Mark will be there taking care of the place? I'm sure he'll do just fine. Plus, he's a neat freak, so the house will definitely stay in good hands.
Exactly. I know he'll be responsible, and you know your dad and he get along really well, so I don't think there'll be any issues. It's actually great, because if anything happens while we're away, we'll know it's in good hands.
Thought of everything, huh? I'm really glad Uncle Mark is going to be there. He's always been so good about helping out. Plus, now that he's around, I don't have to worry about anything happening at the house.
That's the plan. But just in case, we also thought about hiring a housekeeper, but since your uncle's going to help out, we saved a bit of money. That means our travel budget actually increased slightly, which is a nice bonus.
Oh, that's awesome. More money for the trip, right? That makes it even more exciting. You guys are going to have the time of your lives. I just know it.
I hope so. I've been dreaming of this for so long, and now it's finally happening. We're going to make so many memories, and don't worry, I'll send you lots of pictures and souvenirs along the way.
I can't wait to see all of it. This is going to be one amazing adventure. You've really earned it. I mean, retirement, a road trip, a year-long vacation. You're living the dream.
Well, that's the plan. We're going to take our time and soak in every moment. We'll make sure to stay in touch, too, so you don't feel left out. We'll send you updates, and of course, there'll be plenty of postcards and little gifts. You won't miss out on anything.
It all sounds so exciting. I can't believe you're doing this, but I'm so happy for you, Mom. I'm a little jealous, to be honest, but I know you both deserve it more than anyone.
Oh, don't be jealous, sweetheart. There'll be plenty of time for you to have your own adventures one day, too. I'm just glad that I'm finally getting to do this with your dad. It's the perfect time.
Well, when do you leave?
We're leaving around the middle of next month. I've already started packing some things. I'm getting so excited, but I'm also trying to stay focused on work until the last day.
Well, that's right. You're still working until then, huh? I bet that'll make the time go by faster.
Yeah, but I'm honestly counting down the days. I'm ready to leave it all behind for a while and just enjoy the open road with your dad.
Well, you deserve it, and I hope you have the most amazing time ever. I know you've worked so hard all these years, and now it's your time to shine. You've earned every single moment of this trip.
Thank you, Quinn. That means a lot to me. Don't worry, I'll make sure to check in with you and send some fun updates. You can't get rid of me that easily.
I wouldn't dream of it. Have the time of your life, and don't forget to bring back some stories for me. I'm going to be waiting for all the juicy details.
I promise, Quinn, you'll get all the stories, pictures, and souvenirs. Now I'd better get back to finishing my work for the trip. We'll talk soon, all right?
Of course, I'll be waiting to hear all about it. Good luck getting everything ready. I know you're going to have an unforgettable adventure.
Thanks, sweetie. Talk soon, and I'll make sure to send lots of love from the road. Hey, Quinn, what on earth is going on here?
Huh? Angie, what's happening? And I told you before, please don't contact me directly. If you have something to say, talk to my husband.
I went to your parents' house today, but no one was there, and there's barely anything left in the house. What's going on? Are they in massive debt and running away somewhere, or what? I won't stand for having a relative who's in such financial trouble.
I don't know why you went to my parents' house, but Dad and Mom are away on a trip. They won't be back for a while.
A trip? Oh, and you're telling me the house is practically empty? Where in the world did they go?
Why do I need to tell you where they went? What's your business with them?
As your son's wife's family, I think it's perfectly fine to ask for a bit of information. Where did they go? Tell me.
I don't know exactly where they are, but they went on a road trip across the U.S. They're traveling around the country.
A road trip across the U.S.? You've got to be kidding me. Where did they get that kind of money from?
Apparently they've been saving up little by little for years. They've saved enough, and with me grown up and out of the house, they rented an RV and left about a month ago.
I don't believe it. Oh, this is insane. You've lied to me, haven't you? You're scamming me.
What are you talking about? Where did this accusation come from all of a sudden? A scam? What do you mean?
I never heard anything about them having that kind of money. If they had so much, why didn't they lend it to me? Just a little bit would have been fine.
What? Why would my parents lend you money?
I have asked over and over again for money, and every time your parents refused me. Now they're off on some trip, and it turns out they've had enough to go travel around the whole country. This is just a scam. I'm going to sue you.
Wait, you've been asking my parents for money? Unbelievable. Are you seriously asking them for handouts? How embarrassing.
What do you mean embarrassing? I'm your mother-in-law. That means I'm someone more important than you. And here I am, trying to help you and your family, offering to lend you money, but you've been lying and hiding things from me. Oh, this is fraud. I'm going to sue you for this.
What exactly are you going to sue me for? And by the way, do you really think my parents would ever lend you money? They wouldn't, would they?
Of course they would. It's only natural for a daughter-in-law's family to offer money to the in-laws. It's an honor for your parents to help me out. They should have been grateful for the chance to do that. But now you're all just too ignorant to understand the basics of good manners.
Offering money to you? What century are we living in? You're really acting like this is the norm? And by the way, do you honestly think I've forgotten what you did to me?
What did I do to you? What are you talking about?
Are you seriously pretending like you've forgotten? You're not that old, are you? You've done so much to me. You've made my life miserable when I was newly married.
I didn't do anything like that. Stop accusing me of things I never did. You're just making things up now.
Making things up? Oh, let's see. How about when you secretly made a spare key to our new home and entered without permission, snooping through my bags and drawers, stealing my wallet, credit cards, jewelry, and clothes? And when you sold the stuff you stole, used the money on pachinko and wasted it all. Not to mention when I was pregnant, you lied about my father-in-law being in critical condition and then tried to force me to drink tea laced with cigarettes. You even tried to shove it in my mouth. Is this all just a figment of my imagination? Do you really think I'd forget about all of that? After everything you did to me, you think my parents would lend you any money? That's not happening, and it shouldn't happen for anyone else either.
Well, that wasn't mistreatment. As a mother-in-law, it's my duty to discipline you. I only took your wallet to keep you from carrying too much money that wasn't necessary. And about the clothes and accessories, I helped you get rid of them because you didn't need such things after you got married. It was for your own good. As for the pregnancy, I just didn't think you were ready, so I acted as the bad guy to help you come to terms with it.
Are you actually insane? This is exactly why your own son ran away from you. You have been so controlling that now you can't even get in touch with him. You can't even get a proper address or reach him. You're half strangers now.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, I'm staying here until your incredibly rude parents come back. I'm not leaving until they lend me money. Understand?
Wait a second, are you telling me you're inside the house? Earlier you said there was nothing left, no one was there, and now you're saying you're inside? How did you even get in?
Oh, it's simple. I was being generous. You weren't coming out, so I just broke a small window to let myself in. It wasn't a big deal, just a tiny inconvenience.
Wait, what? You broke a window? Are you serious? You've got the audacity to break and enter into my family's house, and now you're admitting to theft, too? I'm calling the police. I've had enough of this.
A burglar? You're calling me a burglar? Well, that's rich coming from you. You, a scam artist's child, are calling me a criminal? How dare you? Well, guess what? I'm not leaving this place until I get what I'm owed. I'll be here and you'll give me the money, or I'll make sure everyone knows exactly what's happening.
You really think you can just come back here and do whatever you want? You are stealing from my family and breaking the law in every possible way. I'm calling the police right now. Don't make me say it again.
You can call them all you want, but let's be honest, you and your family are the ones who should be worried. I'm someone of higher status than you, an undeniable fact, and it's not illegal for me to stay here, is it? Besides, this house is empty, or so I've been told, so why shouldn't I enjoy myself a bit while I wait for your parents to return?
Excuse me, this house is not empty. My uncle is planning to move in soon, so it's not some vacant space. And for the record, you are not my family. You are a stranger in my home, and this is completely unacceptable. I'm letting you off easy by only asking you to pay for the window you broke. That's all I'm going to ask from you.
Oh, really? And why on earth should I pay you for anything? You should be the one listening to me, respecting my demands. You better go call your parents right now and get them to pay me what I'm owed, and make it fast.
You really don't understand, do you? Fine, but you won't get away with this. Just so you know, your father-in-law will be arriving soon.
What? You've contacted him already? Why would you do that?
I had to. I needed him to come and take you away. And you might want to hear this, but your husband is planning to divorce you.
A divorce? Are you out of your mind? Why would he suddenly want a divorce now?
It's actually pretty simple. After everyone found out about how you were treating us, your husband decided to keep his distance. He didn't want to divorce you, though, because he thought it was better to monitor you for a while. But now, after everything you've done, breaking and entering, damaging property, he's finally had enough. It's over. He's done.
No way. Oh, there's no way he's divorcing me. This has to be some kind of joke, right? You're lying.
The lie here is you, Quinn. How much longer can you keep pretending that everything is fine? Your husband doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. You are no longer welcome in this family. Come to terms with it.
This isn't happening. I won't leave until I get the money I'm asking for. I'm staying here and nobody, not even the police or your husband, can make me leave.
You are honestly unbelievable. You would sacrifice everything just for some money you'll never get? You really are a miser. And just so you know, I've already called the police, so get ready. If you keep breaking things, your consequences will only get worse. You better start behaving yourself, or this is going to get way more complicated for you.
You think this is going to end well for you? You think I'll just let you walk all over me? I won't let you get away with this. Don't think you're going to escape unscathed. You better remember that.
Trust me, Angie, you won't be the one escaping anything. You've made your bed, now lie in it. It's all on you now, and honestly, I'm done talking to a criminal like you. You have crossed the line one too many times. I'll leave you to sort out the mess you've made. Goodbye. After that incident, Angie holed herself up at her parents' house for a while. She barricaded herself in, probably hoping to ride out the storm, but it didn't take long for things to escalate. About 30 minutes later, she was dragged out. The authorities arrived and charged her with property damage and trespassing. It was pretty clear that things weren't going to end well for her, but I don't think she fully understood the weight of what she had done until that moment. Her husband, who had been pretty calm up until that point, demanded a divorce and made it clear that Angie was no longer welcome at their house. The way he acted, it was as though she had crossed a line that couldn't be undone. Angie was escorted out of the house, and from what I heard, she ended up staying at her older sister's place. There, she's apparently undergoing what could be described as a tough love intervention. Her sister, though usually kind, wasn't going easy on her. It seems like she's trying to whip Angie back into shape, getting her to reflect on her actions. It's tough, but necessary. I couldn't help but feel a bit of satisfaction watching Angie's life come crumbling down. It might sound cruel, but after everything that had happened between us, I couldn't find much sympathy for her. I had seen how manipulative she could be, and how she twisted every situation to suit her needs, and how she tried to control everything in her path. It had been a toxic environment for far too long, and I had always been in the position of the one who needed to give in, to accommodate her demands, to meet her expectations. So seeing her face the consequences of her actions, even if they weren't as severe as they could have been, felt like a bit of justice, even if I wasn't the one to administer it. Still, it wasn't easy to witness her downfall. There were moments where I wondered if maybe I could have done something differently, something that might have prevented this. But deep down, I knew that I couldn't have. Angie's behavior had always been a reflection of her choices, and nothing I could have done would have changed the fact that she was self-destructive. She had to learn, just as I had, that her actions had real consequences, even if she didn't fully comprehend them at first. In a strange way, I was almost relieved by the speed at which things unraveled. It wasn't just Angie who was affected. Her entire family had been dragged into the chaos. Her husband's anger, which had been building up for a long time, exploded when he realized that Angie had gone too far. He wasn't just upset at her, he was furious at the situation she had put everyone in. But what struck me was how his sense of responsibility didn't let him hesitate. He didn't sugarcoat anything. He didn't offer her a chance to explain herself or beg forgiveness. It was simple. He demanded a divorce, and she was out. The finality of his decision showed how exhausted he had become by her antics. He had reached the limit of his patience. I didn't really know what to make of her sister's decision to take her in. Angie's older sister had always been the more grounded one of the two, but I never expected her to be so harsh. I thought she would have been the type to take care of Angie, to comfort her, but instead, she seemed more determined to set Angie straight. I was told that Angie was being forced to confront her own behavior, to realize the impact of her actions on the family. There was no coddling, no pity, just the cold, hard reality that Angie needed to change, and if she wasn't willing to do that on her own, then her sister would make her. While I couldn't help but feel some relief that things were finally moving forward, I couldn't deny the sense of unease that lingered. There were still loose ends to tie up. Her relationship with her father was irreparably damaged, and it seemed like things with her family were only going to get worse before they got better. But perhaps that was the point. Maybe Angie needed to hit rock bottom before she could begin to rebuild herself. The family, who had always been there to pick up the pieces, were now forced to let her face the consequences on her own. It was the harshest form of love, but sometimes that's what people need. When I informed my own parents about what had happened, they reacted in a way I hadn't expected. They weren't shocked, at least not as much as I thought they would be. They already knew something like this could happen. They'd been keeping a watchful eye on the situation, and in a weird way, it felt like they were prepared for it. It's almost as if they had anticipated Angie's actions before they even unfolded. My father, ever the calm and collected one, simply shook his head and chuckled. He had known Angie well enough to recognize her patterns, and when I told him about her husband's decision to demand the divorce and kick her out, he couldn't help but laugh. "Honestly," he said with a wry smile, "I didn't think it would be settled before your uncle showed up, but here we are." It was a strange moment, one where in the midst of all the tension, my father found humor in the chaos. He wasn't laughing at Angie's misfortune, but rather at the ridiculousness of it all. The situation had spiraled out of control so quickly that it almost felt surreal. I couldn't help but join in the laughter, though a part of me was still holding on to the discomfort of it all. It wasn't funny in the traditional sense, it was just absurd. And sometimes absurdity is the only way to cope with a situation that doesn't make sense. In the end, though, it became clear that the most important thing was that Angie needed to face reality. She could no longer hide behind excuses or manipulation. Whether or not she would come out of this stronger or more self-aware was yet to be seen, but the fact that her family was finally holding her accountable felt like a step in the right direction. Maybe, just maybe, this was the wake-up call she needed. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Brittany! Hey, it's Jayla. It's been forever. Jayla? Did I surprise you? My number's different now, so I bet you didn't recognize it. I got a new phone recently, which means new number, but it's still me. I knew you wouldn't ignore me on purpose. Oh, I see. You know, now that I think about it, you stopped replying as much ever since you moved away for college. At first I thought, oh, she must be busy with classes and making new friends. But then it just kept happening. I'd text, but you'd take longer to reply, and sometimes you didn't even reply at all. It was so sad, Brittany. I mean, yeah, I had a lot going on. I get that, I do, but, you know, I really, really wanted to go to the same university as you. I even applied, but my grades weren't high enough, so I couldn't get in. Ugh, I was so crushed.
Can you imagine how hard that was? Watching my best friend move away, knowing I'd be stuck here without you, it was awful.
I didn't know you applied there.
Of course I did. I wanted us to stay together. But whatever. At least we're talking now, right? That's what matters.
Is there something you needed?
Whoa, that was cold.
It's just been a while. I wasn't sure how to react. By the way, your profile picture.
Oh, you finally noticed? Took you long enough.
I wasn't sure at first, but the background, it's the same as mine.
Yep, I worked hard to find the exact location where you took yours. Took me forever, but I finally tracked it down, and I made sure to get the same angle and everything. Now our icons match. Cute, right? Oh, and guess what? I got the same phone as you.
Wait, how do you even know what phone I have?
Oh, that? Easy. I actually saw you last Sunday.
You saw me?
Mm-hmm. You were at the train station, right? I was nearby and happened to notice you standing there, scrolling through your phone while you waited for someone. I couldn't believe my luck. It had been so long since I'd seen you in person.
And you didn't say anything?
I wanted to, really I did. But then some guy showed up and you two walked off together. I figured you were on a date and I didn't want to interrupt.
So you just watched?
Don't make it sound so weird. I was just curious. I mean, it had been forever since I saw you. It was like seeing an old friend from a distance, you know?
That's still...
Anyway, while I was watching, I noticed your phone case. I memorized what it looked like, then I searched for it online. From there, I figured out your phone model, so I bought the same one. Oh, and I even got the same case, so we match. Isn't that awesome?
Jayla.
What?
That's a lot.
Aw, don't be like that. It just means we're in sync. Besides, now that I live nearby, we can finally catch up. Let's get coffee or something soon. It'll be just like old times.
Wait, you live nearby?
Yep, I moved here recently. Isn't that crazy? It's like fate or something. I just knew we were meant to find our way back to each other.
Jayla, I don't actually live in that area.
Wait, what?
I was just visiting.
No way. Oh, that's so unfair. If I had known that, I totally would have come up and said hi. I can't believe I missed my chance. Oh, I feel so dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that guy you were with, he's your husband, right?
Yeah.
I knew it. Oh my God, Brittany, you got married and didn't even tell me? What the hell? I had to find out by piecing things together like some kind of detective. That is so mean.
It wasn't intentional. I just didn't think to tell you.
Not intentional? Brittany, we're best friends. I should have been at your wedding. I should have been your maid of honor. I would have planned the most amazing bachelorette party for you. But no, you just went and got married without me.
I didn't think you'd care this much.
Of course I care. If I had known, I would have started looking for a husband too.
What?
Well, duh. If my best friend gets married, I have to get married too. I wanted us to have a joint wedding. Imagine it, both of us in matching wedding dresses walking down the aisle at the same time. It would have been perfect, but no, you had to go and do it alone.
Jayla, that's not how marriage works.
It could have been. You just didn't give me a chance.
Marriage isn't something you rush into just because someone else is doing it.
That's what you think, but for best friends, everything should match. That's the rule. It's like a pact. We do everything together, so if you're married, I need to get married too.
Jayla.
What?
Why do you always try to match everything I do?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? You're popular. You always have been. You have tons of friends, and people just like you. If I match you, then maybe I'll be a part of that too.
That's not how friendships work.
It is for me. And besides, we always have done this. Ever since we were little, I made sure we matched. Our clothes, our hairstyles, our school supplies, everything. That's just how it's always been.
That was when we were kids. You don't need to do that anymore.
Why not? It worked back then. Why fix something that isn't broken?
Because you should be making choices for yourself. I want you to have your own preferences, your own opinions, your own life.
But what you like is what I like, so it's totally fine. No need to worry about me, Brittany.
That's not the point.
Ugh, you're so stubborn. Anyway, about your husband, he's a banker, right?
Where did you hear that? I don't remember telling you.
Oh, I called Rachel. She told me, which means I need to find a banker to marry too.
Jayla, that's not...
Nope, don't try to stop me. If you have a banker husband, then I need a banker husband. That way we can match like real best friends.
Jayla, your future isn't something you should base on mine. You need to think about what you actually want.
Uh-huh. And I've decided that I want my life to be just like yours. So I'm gonna find a banker, get married ASAP, and we can have double dates all the time. Just you wait, Brittany. I'll catch up to you in no time. Brittany, sorry to keep you waiting. I finally found him, my banker husband.
Wait, you actually found someone?
Yep, I signed up for a matchmaking service and made sure to put in all the right filters. Same age as your husband, same profession, same everything. And guess what? I found the perfect match. Isn't that amazing?
Jayla, are you serious? You're picking a life partner like you're matching outfits?
Oh, come on. Don't be so dramatic. Think about it. Our husbands will be practically the same. It's perfect. Just imagine how fun it'll be. Both of us being married to bankers, living these super similar lives. It's like a dream come true.
This is your marriage we're talking about. You're not just buying the same phone as me or copying my hairstyle. This is an actual human being. You can't just pick someone based on their job title.
Brittany, you're so silly. You always overthink things. This is exactly why we're best friends. We get to experience everything together. And really, what could be better than having matching husbands? If only your husband had a twin, then it would have been absolutely perfect. But, well, I didn't want to go that far. I mean, I don't want you to think I'm trying to steal your man or anything. That would totally ruin our friendship, right?
Jayla.
Oh, and speaking of keeping things the same, I heard you're pregnant.
How do you even know that?
Rachel told me, obviously, but you know what this means, right? I have to hurry up.
Wait, hurry up with what?
Having a baby, duh. If I don't get pregnant soon, then our kids won't be in the same grade. We need to be mom friends together. Oh, no, wait, not just mom friends. Mom best friends. That's way better, don't you think?
Jayla, this is insane. Do you even love this guy? Have you ever thought about whether you're ready for a baby?
Oh, Brittany, always so serious. Love comes later. First we match, then we build the perfect life together. It's like a puzzle, and I'm making sure every piece fits just like yours. Anyway, my fiancé's calling me. Gotta go. We'll talk later, okay? Bye. Jayla, answer me. What? Is it true? Your husband isn't a banker?
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore? What do you mean, not anymore?
He quit 6 months ago. He's working for his older brother now. He started a company, and my husband handles the accounting.
6 months ago? Oh, you're joking, right? You have to be joking.
I am not.
Then why didn't you say anything?
Jayla, why would I? It's not like his job affects you.
Not like it affects me. Are you serious right now? I got married 6 months ago thinking I was finally matching you. Finally making sure our lives were in sync. I specifically chose a banker. I told the matchmaker I need a banker husband because that's what Brittany's husband does.
You chose your husband based on what my husband did for a living?
Obviously. What do you think I've been doing all these years? Do you even listen to me?
Jayla, that's not normal.
Oh, don't start. You always say that. You don't get it. You never get it.
What's there to get? You made a life-altering decision based on me. Not your feelings, not compatibility, not love, just me.
Well, yeah, that's what best friends do, Brittany. They match. You and I have always been like this. Same clothes, same phone, same everything. Why should our marriages be any different?
Because a marriage isn't a handbag, Jayla. You don't just coordinate husbands like they're accessories.
Ugh, you're being so overdramatic. It's not like I don't love my husband or anything, but what's the harm in making sure our lives stay aligned?
You really don't see the problem with this?
No, but you know what is a problem? The fact that you lied to me.
I didn't lie.
Oh, really? So if I had never called, when exactly were you planning to tell me your husband wasn't a banker anymore?
I wasn't. Because, again, it doesn't affect you.
You are so selfish sometimes. Do you even realize what you've done to me?
What I've done to you?
I spent months making sure my life would match yours, and now it turns out my husband isn't even right? Do you have any idea how much effort that took?
Jayla, listen to yourself. Do you hear how ridiculous you sound?
It's not ridiculous. Now I have to fix this.
Fix what?
I have to make my husband quit his job.
Excuse me?
If your husband isn't a banker anymore, then mine can't be one either. That's just common sense.
Jayla, you cannot be serious right now.
Oh, I'm dead serious. Don't worry, it's not as hard as you think. See, my husband has an older brother too, just like yours.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's perfect, don't you see? If your husband quit banking to work for his older brother's company, then mine can do the same thing. All I have to do is get my husband's brother to start a business, convince my husband to quit his banking job, and bam, our lives are back in sync again.
That is the most insane thing I have ever heard you say.
You're overreacting.
You're planning to manipulate your husband's entire career path just so we can have the same life. That's not overreacting. That's deeply unhinged.
It's practical.
No, it's terrifying.
Ugh, you are so difficult. I don't understand why you're making this such a big deal. I mean, I'm doing this for you, you know.
For me?
Yes, I'm fixing our lives so they stay perfectly matched, just like they should be.
Jayla, stop. Your husband is a person, not a collectible. You can't just swap out his job like you're replacing a phone case.
Well, obviously I'm not just gonna do it. I'm gonna talk to him first.
Oh, great. I feel so much better.
You should. Anyway, I gotta go. My husband's home. I'll let you know how it goes.
Jayla, don't do this.
Too late. Bye. Brittany, I don't know what to do anymore. I've been divorced. My husband left me.
What? No way. Wait. Did you seriously tell him to quit his job as a banker?
Yeah, I did. I really told him that.
Oh my God. You really went and said it? That's crazy, Jayla.
I know. I mean, he got so angry, and he started yelling about how we were going to live if I forced him to quit. It was like I didn't even matter anymore. Guess I didn't really think it through. I was just so sure it would fix everything, but now everything is falling apart.
Well, yeah, that's a huge thing. Of course he'd be upset. You've been together for years, Jayla. You can't just expect him to give up on his career without some serious consequences.
I thought maybe if he didn't have the bank job, it would push him to do something different, you know? Like, follow his dreams or something. But all he cared about was how it would affect our finances. It felt like nothing I said mattered to him. All he could focus on was the money. And now I'm sitting here wondering how I got to this point.
I guess that you wanted to shake things up, but you can't expect someone to throw away their career just because you want a change. You were basically asking him to risk everything. That's a huge decision to make. You should have thought about the consequences.
I know. I thought maybe it would be worth it. I was willing to make sacrifices, but I guess I didn't think it through like you said. I just thought, well, maybe if we had a fresh start, things would be different. But now, I can't even fix things. I don't know what to do.
It's not easy to just fix everything in one go, Jayla. Sometimes things get broken in a way that you can't fix overnight. But you can't just expect things to magically fall into place.
I know. I feel like everything I touch is falling apart. And it's not just the divorce, it's everything. I've been fighting with my family, with my husband. I don't even know who I am anymore. I thought this was what I wanted. I thought I needed to push him to do something different, but maybe I was just running away from something.
What do you mean? Running away from what?
I don't know. I guess I've been running away from myself. I thought if I changed everything around me, maybe it would help me find who I really am. I thought I could make things perfect, but nothing is ever perfect, is it?
You're not going to find yourself by changing everything in your life, Jayla. You have to look inward. You have to figure out who you really are, outside of your relationships and your job. Maybe it's not the outside world that needs to change. Maybe it's you.
But I don't know who I am anymore. I've spent so long trying to be what everyone else wanted me to be, trying to keep up with everything. Now I feel like I'm just floating around trying to catch up with myself. It's exhausting.
I get that, but you can't keep relying on other people to give you answers. You have to find your own path. It's hard and it's scary, but you're stronger than you think. You just need to take a step back and breathe.
I know, but sometimes it feels like everything is spinning out of control and I'm the only one who doesn't know what to do. I don't even know how I ended up here. One moment everything seemed fine and the next, my marriage is over. It feels like I've lost everything, Brittany. I thought I was doing the right thing, but now it just feels like I've messed it all up.
Listen, I'm not going to pretend I know exactly how you feel, but I know that you can't keep blaming yourself. You made mistakes, but you don't have to carry that weight forever. You can learn from them, but you have to let them go at some point.
I don't know how to let go. I don't know where to go from here. I feel like I don't even recognize myself anymore.
That's okay. You're allowed to feel lost. But don't let that make you feel like you're broken. You're not broken, Jayla. You're just figuring things out, and that's okay. You don't have to have all the answers right now.
But what if I never find my way again? What if I never feel like myself again?
You will. You just have to be patient with yourself. It's going to take time, and there will be moments when you feel like you're drowning, but you'll get through it. You've been through tough things before, Jayla. This isn't the end for you.
I hope you're right. I just don't know what to do with all this emptiness. I thought if I had everything, if I made the right decisions, things would just fall into place, but now everything is just scattered. I'm scared I'll never pull it back together.
You don't have to put everything together all at once. It's okay to take your time and figure things out slowly. You don't have to rush. You've got the rest of your life ahead of you. And you'll find your way again, Jayla. I promise.
But how do I do that? How do I move forward?
You start by forgiving yourself. You have to stop blaming yourself for everything that went wrong. It's not all your fault, Jayla. You did what you thought was best at the time, and now you just have to learn from it and grow.
But I don't even know where to begin. How do I forgive myself when it feels like I ruined everything?
It's not about forgetting. It's about accepting that you made a mistake, learning from it, and moving forward. You have to stop punishing yourself. You've done enough of that already.
I don't know if I can do it. It's just so hard.
I know it's hard, but you're not alone. You have people who care about you, people who want to see you happy. You just have to be willing to help yourself first.
I don't know. I feel like I've pushed everyone away. I don't want to be alone, but I keep pushing people away, and now I've pushed you away too.
You haven't pushed me away. You've pushed yourself away from me, but I'm still here, Jayla. I'm not going anywhere. I care about you, but you have to start caring about yourself too.
I don't know if I can. I feel like I've lost everything that mattered to me.
You haven't lost everything. You still have a chance to rebuild. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be quick. But you can rebuild. You can start fresh. You just have to believe that you deserve it.
Do I deserve it? After everything I've done, do I really deserve a second chance?
Yes, Jayla, you deserve a second chance. You deserve to find happiness. But you have to give yourself that chance. You can't keep punishing yourself for your past mistakes.
I'll try. I'll try to be better. I'll try to find my way again.
You will. I believe in you.
Thank you. Thank you for not giving up on me, even when I felt like I had nothing left.
The only thing is, I'm not going to be a part of your future anymore, because you still do scare me some, and I don't want my family getting involved with you. So good luck to you, and consider this my last time responding to you.
Wait, what? I thought you were going to help me with my second chance. Brittany? Brittany!
After everything that happened, I knew I had to take control of the situation, especially when it came to how the story was going to be told. I reached out to our mutual friends to explain everything that had transpired and made it clear that I didn't want any more details to be leaked. It wasn't just about me anymore. There were other people involved, and I wanted to protect them from unnecessary gossip or judgment. It was hard enough to go through everything I had already, and I didn't need anyone spreading rumors or twisting the truth. I had to set boundaries, and that meant being open with my friends, but also making it clear where the line was drawn. A few days later, I learned that my ex-husband had come to my parents' house after hearing from Jayla about my situation. He must have been desperate for some answers, or maybe some form of closure. Apparently, Jayla had told him that I had given birth to a son, which was news to him, as he knew I had been pregnant with a girl. When he heard that I had a boy, he seemed to get fixated on the idea that it wasn't the same as what Jayla had gone through. I can't even begin to explain how I felt when I heard that. It was almost as if there was no room for any other outcome, as if everything had to be a match for Jayla's choices. His obsession with the idea that my child had to somehow mirror hers was both baffling and horrifying. It was like he was comparing two separate lives as if they should align perfectly, which, of course, was impossible. In the end, I was told that my ex-husband was granted custody of Jayla's child. It seemed like the culmination of so many broken promises and failed relationships. He had always been a man who struggled with commitment, and it seemed as though this was just another chapter in his ongoing attempt to escape responsibility. When I first heard the news, I was in shock. Part of me felt pity for him, as I couldn't imagine what it would have been like for him to deal with all of that. But another part of me felt relieved. He had always been the type to avoid facing the consequences of his actions, so seeing him in this new role didn't feel like justice. If anything, it felt like yet another attempt at denying the responsibility he should have been taking. It wasn't my problem anymore, but I couldn't help but feel a small, lingering sense of resentment for how he had handled everything. What disturbed me even more was that Jayla seemed to be fixated on the idea of having a match. It was clear she hadn't let go of her obsession with what my life looked like, and her constant need to compare everything, especially our children, only made the situation worse. It wasn't just about the children anymore, it was about her need to control everything, to make everything fall into a pattern that made sense in her mind. It was toxic, and I couldn't be part of it. I was so tired of the emotional manipulation, the games, and the constant need for everything to align perfectly. I couldn't and wouldn't let myself be dragged back into that web of dysfunction. While all of this was unfolding, my life was moving forward in ways I had never expected. After everything had settled, my husband and I made the decision to leave the country. While we were fortunate enough to have the opportunity to live abroad due to his work and the timing felt right, we left with our son, leaving behind all complexities of our past lives. At first, I wasn't sure how it would feel to be so far from everything I had known, but the more time passed, the more I realized that it was the best decision for us. The distance from everything and everyone gave us the space we needed to start fresh. The stress of dealing with Jayla, my ex-husband, and all the other complications had taken such a toll on me that I couldn't fathom staying in the same environment any longer. We needed to heal, and the best way to do that was to distance ourselves from the chaos. The transition wasn't easy, but it felt like the right thing to do. I didn't want to feel like I was still tethered to a past that no longer served me. We settled into our new life in the United States, and while there were some adjustments to make, it was a relief. I felt like I had taken control of my own future in a way I hadn't been able to before. The past was still a part of me, but it no longer defined me. I no longer felt the weight of everything that had happened weighing me down. I felt lighter. It wasn't just the physical distance that made a difference, but the emotional space I finally had to process everything. We didn't share our exact location with many people. Only a few close family members and friends were aware of where we were. It wasn't that I wanted to keep it a secret, but it felt necessary to maintain some privacy. After everything that had happened with Jayla and my ex-husband, I just wanted to protect my family. The last thing I needed was for anyone to track us down or dig into our lives. We needed to be free from that. And so we kept the specifics of where we were living to ourselves. Our new life was ours to build, and I didn't want anyone interfering with that. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.